Tim Hayes here, Hillsboro Dragaway. We're doing the multi-state cash days today. We're going to do our driver's meeting at noon, chip draw immediately following, and then first round immediately following after that. We've got 32 cars that locked in. I believe we're right at 30 that have showed up so far. Puts the pot right up around $10,000 payout. It's a 28-10-5 steel roof and quarter, non-W cars, no prep. It's an old airport, Hillsboro, Wisconsin. 8th mile. We've got a bunch of Wisconsin cars, 14 Wisconsin cars. We've got 18 out-of-state cars. Everybody's going to be battling it out for, between $9,000 and $10,000, a couple plaques, and then one of those nice big fancy fake checks. Hope everybody stays safe. We'll do a couple live feeds. We've got a bunch of film crews on site. Check out their channels. It's gonna be a banger of a day. Free for spectators to come down and watch. We got food. We got everything on site. We've got anything from an all-wheel drive, high horsepower Civic to basic four-door Ford Fairmonts, a little bit of everything. So should be a fast day. It's definitely a tricky surface. A lot of people have said they've been on a surface like this before. I've been to an airport surface, and those guys show up and find out it's not the same. It definitely is not the same. It's a different deal. So it's a tuner's game 100%. So and we wanted to get back to our roots where it wasn't the wallet that wins the race. We want the tuners, we want the guys that you really don't see much or hear much about. Maybe they don't fit all those front side classes. We want to give those guys a place, to go and race. War in the Woods is the next thing that's closest in my eyes to this kind of a surface. And that's gotten pretty fast too. So we're just hoping to kind of do something like Jeff does. Give people, in this area a place to race.
My name is Brian. I've got my Honda Civic here, all-wheel drive, 1.8 liter, turbocharged. It weighs 2,500 pounds. You can street drive it. Everything you need to cruise around, radiator, alternator.
I'm Kyle Wayne with No Luck Race Cars, and I'm the hired gun for the Monte Carlo behind me. It's Stephen Keeney's with SK Tuning's car. It's a LS twin turbo. It's got a small tire. We're running a 28 PBR, and it's got this ugly ass wing on the back of it now for all our no prep stuff. And this is kind of the car that we use for the more crappier surfaces, so we should hopefully have some good luck here today.
Brian White out here. We're up at Hillsboro. Have my Mustang out here, twin turbo, same junk everybody else runs. It's a Coyote, so something a little bit different than what most run, but been good so far. I like it. Excited to see how we can do today.
Hey guys, I'm Ron Thornton. I'm from Belvedere. This is my 1985 Ford Thunderbird. It's a 5.3 LS, 80 millimeter turbo 400. Just a fun little street car. Here to get down, see how it does today.
My name is John. I will be flagging today. I'll be making the calls. We have video on the top end. We have a tire crack, right? We have somebody on tire crack. Cool, we got somebody on tire crack. So I'm gonna go over the rules real quick. Keep it super simple, basically street rules. Tire crack, jump, you're out. You cross, I don't care if you're ahead or behind, you're out. We're gonna do that just for safety purposes and all that, just to keep it easy. So nobody crashes their shit, everybody gets wild, all that. Just make it simple. It's gonna be basic street rules, first is worst. We're all here to have a good time. Tim put on this great event. You guys all came from all different states, so it should be definitely a good time.
Is there anybody else that wants to call somebody out? Draw the bucket.
Let's go.
Remember, ready.
Then put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. Drink it clockwise.
That's it, final pair.
Yep, so we drew fourth pair, right lane. Typically here we kind of know that the left lane's a little bit better. And of course we drew the local John Cook. That car is extremely fast, so we knew we had our hands full. Unfortunately, first round we lost. Spun in the 60-foot and I couldn't gain them after that. We lost about a car and a half. But luckily enough for us, we have a second round chance here coming up after second round. So fingers crossed we can get in that second chance and go some rounds.
First round, drew that little Nash. I can't remember the fella's name, but mad respect for him. He built that whole car himself. He's a cool dude. He's up here a lot. I guess he just wrecked that and got it back out last weekend. So a little nervous about it because he's up here all the time. We had a good race, got out, laid in the scramble, took it for just a little bit, and then it lost the tire. I let back out and rehooked. When it lost the tire, we were about dead even, and in the last probably 100 feet, it rehooked and just kind of pulled out a half a car on him. But it was a close race, good race, so respect to him.
So my name is Cameron Afshar. I own this 89 Mustang over here. It is still a small block Ford. It's very basic. I don't have any adjustable front suspension. It's still a carburetor, just a big turbo. We tried to band-aid the car up to make it to this event. We're fortunate enough to make it to this event, but we had no test passes or anything like that. I've been having numerous head gasket issues, burning the head, stuff like that, timing, you know, what have you not. Unfortunately, first pass, same thing happened again. Now we got to pull the motor out. We probably have to deck the block and then deck the heads and start all over again. It's part of racing, it's what we do. That's why we love it so much. This is a very cool event. I will be out here again, you know, down the road. We'll see you again.
Got Brian Johnson in the right lane, Austin in the left. This will be another really good race.
second round. Drew Tim Hayes, again, guy from up here. Ton of respect for these guys. Man, they're up here all the time. I knew it was going to be a tough one. I threw something at it, kind of pulled power out, but added a little bit where I thought it would take it, and it took everything that I put in it. It made a killer pass, and he made a really good pass too. So stoked to get through that one, and now we're just going to continue on and see how we can do.
Name's Curtis Libby, got a 91 Fox body. Basically, it's a BWR Brian White Racing, tuned, built the spec. He built the motor for me, front to back. Everything that's in here is everything that he told me to do. So it's going rounds, it's doing good. We're just hoping to make it through the day without kicking a tire, and there's a lot of fast people here. So every round we get, I consider myself lucky, and I'm just glad to be here.
What's your name and what lane?
Dan F, right lane.
How long?
I don't understand it. They come back. You were somewhere right? I don't even know.
All right, cool. Be up here in about 10 minutes or so. We're gonna run the main ones first, and then the second round pairs.
I would say he crossed. Just by a little bit.
He crossed.
Is there 8? Yeah, there's 7 and then the bye, so it's 8, yeah.
John, 10 minutes?
Yes, sir. Going to the finals.
All right, we are on to round 3 of the second chance race. That was just round 2. We got the good lane, left lane, and we raced Mr. MR2. It was a good race, but we edged him out, so we're on to round 3 here.
Yep, this is the final for the $9,000, and then the other one is going to be the final for the buyback race, which is like $2,250.
Yeah, lanes look good right now. So I think we're going to get the laptop to try and turn it up, see what it does.
Left lane by about 2.5 feet.
Left lane. Yeah.
Hey, you can swing for it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Motion Race Works. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for the hookup on the parts.
Heck yeah.
Hey, tried.
The first cash days, multi-state winner, Curtis, bridesmaid. He gets this one. There's a message on the back
Is it
for
the same size?
No.
Oh, it is smaller. Good.
Yep. There's a message on the back for Curtis.
What's the message?
Message
Is
is
it
on the back for Curtis.
Turn it around so we can see.
I hate you.
1,800 to the bridesmaid.
All right.
Thank you guys very much for making the trip up here. Appreciate it. I mean, it was a stupid safe event. Fast.
Yeah.
I mean, everything
No, it was
everything
an
went
awesome
smooth.
event. Ran really smooth.
I mean, we're talking 30 cars with, you know, a buyback, stuff like that. And what time is it?
7 o'clock, so 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was really smooth all day.
It went well, and it would have never went that smooth without all the racers.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys had your shit together. We weren't dropping oil. We weren't making yard sales out of crap, and nobody was driving outside of talent. So, I mean, you guys did a bang-out job. You guys just did it better than the rest of us, by far. So, enjoyed racing you guys. I mean, it was an honor to race you guys. Not you so much. So,
No, it was still come back. Sure, an honor too.
but
I was nervous coming up here. I know you guys have been working your ass off up here, and I was like, man, I haven't been up there. And
this is going to be, for me, this is going to be a new thing that we're going to try doing every year. We want to do, we do a spring fling, which is a flashlight start. We move out 60 feet, roughly 40 feet, whatever. And then we always did the King of Hillsboro at the end of the year off the front. And that's when people really start running fast because the track tightens up with the cold. We're going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to do our spring fling, but it's going to be a cheap buy-in. This is going to be the baller event. And then our fall event, we're going to spray out 200 feet and just see how fast people can go at the end of the year. Because for me, that just puts everybody else on point for the winter to break out the credit cards and start figuring out how to go fast. So, and we wanted the fastest cars that we could get up here because we're local. So right now we're hovering in that same thing, and there's 10, 12 of us that are all stuck there going, man, that's got to be enough. You don't know until you race some of the best, and that's what we had today. We had some of the best guys.
Until you race Brian White.
Then you race greatness.
hey, keep that credit card and study videos. That's
Yes.
what I have to say. It's really, I mean, that's there's a lot to that.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
study
absolutely
videos,
is.
because guys can spend money all day long, but if you don't put in your homework and put in the work and, you know, look at what other people are doing. You know, there are people that are way better than me in this country, and I study, you know, what they're doing all the time. So.
If my boss looked at my history on YouTube this past 3 weeks, he'd find out I didn't work at all this last month.
Yeah.
I didn't work one bit this month.
Yeah.
So,
No, but in all seriousness, it's
yeah.
not the money spent. It's just, you know, it's
I mean,
putting in the time and putting in the work.
And that's just it. It's putting in the time. And anybody that doesn't put in the time, they're never going to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on 5 barrels of fuel and 5 sets of tires and 500 passes, and I still have stuff to learn. So I mean, it takes a lot to learn and a lot of dedication to get to where you guys are at. So again, appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank
So glad you guys came out. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for having us.
So hope we see everybody again next year. I mean, like I said, the other two are going to be a little bit smaller money. We're just going to drop the buy-in to try to get the amount of cars that come that late in the year and that early in the year, but this is going to be the big one. It's going to stay exactly what you've seen today. I want to double it. I want to double the cars. I mean, today total payout for just this class was $9,000.
Thank you.
In Podunkville,
Yeah.
$9 grand, and then we've got another $22.50 for the losers bracket. I mean,
It's awesome.
I mean, that's pretty baller for the area.
Can I say a thank you to my sponsor? I want to thank Brian White Racing. A lot of sponsorship cars, motor built, great friend. Thank you, Brian White.
Who's that clown?
I don't know where to look.
Look everywhere. Look everywhere.
Okay.
That's a wrap for our first multi-state cash days. Want to give a shout out to everybody, our entire team, Corey, everybody in the concession, the kids we got running the line, Dan, Joe, Victor, everybody that we have here that makes this possible. I just want them to get the recognition that they deserve for sure. Sarah for handling the money, keeping everything in line. It is a boatload for her to do, and I'd lose my mind trying to do it. Want to say a big thanks to John and his family for coming up, lighting the race, doing the videos, keeping everything working really good. Want to say thanks to everybody that came out and did media today. Without you guys, the people at home won't ever see this. They'd never know it even exists. And I mean, this is a diamond in the rough for us. It's out in the middle of nowhere. This great city lets us do this every weekend. And this is exactly what we're about. It's about family, it's about racing fast cars, it's safety. It's just outstanding by everybody that was involved. And I really appreciate it.